This is the Athabaska Glacier, and we are going to go there. I don't know where actually we will go, but it's on this glacier that we are going to go. See the ice. We are at 10,000 or 11,000 feet now. And look at what it is. Chilled છે એકદમ પવન. ઓહ, માથામાં લાગે એવો જબ્બર લાગે છે માથામાં. ત્યાં શું થશે ખબર નથી એકચ્યુઅલી. જ્યારે અમે ત્યાં ઊભા રહીશું ત્યારે ચીલ્ડ એટલે ચીલ્ડ છે એમ. હા, ઓ બાપરે, ઓ બાપરે, ઠરી ગયો. અમે આ બેસમાં બેઠા છીએ અને આ એક ગ્લેશિયર છે, એના વ્હીલ તો જુઓ બસ. ઓ બાપરે, એ બરફ પર ચાલશે હવે.
The kind of driving we're going to get to do today on our journey onto the Columbia Icefield's second largest outlet glacier, the Athabaska Glacier. So this thing has 6 large tires and each one is 5 feet in diameter. The reason they're so large and so numerous, it's all to do with weight distribution. Pretty much the more evenly distributed the weight of the vehicle is, this field is absolutely massive. But I'll get to its dimensions in a couple minutes here. However, folks, take a look in front of us there. You are going to see the glacier we're going to set foot on today. That is the second largest outlet glacier here at the Columbia Icefield. That is the Athabaska Glacier. So we know our icefield is a lake of ice, but what exactly is a glacier? Well, sometimes an ice field will overflow, and all the ice will be pulled with a very strong hand of gravity into your surrounding mountainous valleys. All the ice flowing into those valleys with gravity, those are going to be your rivers of ice, and actually, an old French word for a giant moving river of ice is a glacier. So we can't actually witness the glacier moving with the naked human eye. It's very steep. The road in front of us, it pretty much disappears here. So you know when you're going down the highway and you see a warning for a steep road ahead? Well, those roads are usually anywhere from 6 to 10% steepness grade. This road is the lateral moraine road, and get this, it is the steepest commercially used unpaved road, not in Alberta, not in Western Canada, not in the whole of Canada, but in the whole of North America. And it has a steepness grade of a whopping 32%. So during the descent here, folks, it is going to feel like the world's slowest roller coaster. Sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. I do need to remain silent to focus on the descent. On your left, the second tallest mountain in the province of Alberta, after Mount Columbia, the center of the ice field. To your left here, this is Mount Athabaska. Your 1 o'clock is Mount Snowdome. If you're coming from anywhere within the western part of the continent, as far as Alaska, the Yukon, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, down to New Mexico, or places like California, well, that mountain at your 1 o'clock is where your water cycle begins. It's pretty special. And to your right there, folks, you're going to see a giant... Oh, folks, it looks like somebody's dropped their water bottle out of the bus here. That's interesting. Take a look at this lost hydro flask on your left-hand side, folks. Well, whoever dropped that is probably never getting it back. I don't even know how long that thing's going to survive out here, actually. Well, someone's not having their coffee today. Okay, we're just going to wait on my colleague down there in what is called a Sherp, if you're wondering what that little blue vehicle is down there. Fun fact about that thing, it can actually deflate its tires and swim. It is amphibious. Now, I've never seen it swim in a lake or pool. I don't even believe it, but apparently they can do that. However, folks, enjoy the ride, and I'll see you at the bottom momentarily. And if anyone's curious what I'm doing here at the front, we have a couple safety features on this vehicle. So first of all, we have our auto brakes. If we go any faster than 10 kilometers per hour, all the brakes dynamite. They go off at the same time. And in a second here, you are going to feel a very strong jolt, folks. Nothing to worry about. It is my transmission lockup. Stops me from going out of first gear and jumping to second gear. I'll tell you when I'm about to turn it on. All right, folks, you should feel a jolt just about now. There we go.
થી બનેલો છે લેક અને આ ગ્લેશિયર છે જે જ્યારે બહુ બરફ પડે ને એક સામકું પહાડ ઉપરથી તળાવ જેવું થઈ જાય અહીંયા ઓવરફ્લો થાય ને જો વાદળા દેખાવા માંડ્યા મને ના આની ધૂળ ઉડે છે આપણે નીચે જઈએ છે ને એની ધૂળ ઉડે છે જબ્બર છે સામે બે ગઈ
All right, everyone, and just like that, we are now at the bottom of the glacier. Okay, so first of all, if anyone's wondering what those people out there on the glacier are doing right now, you can actually go with a tour guide on hikes onto the glacier. So the company that operates here, there are two of them. One's called Rockaboo, one is called Ice Walks. Now, I have done an Ice Walks tour, although it was in the middle of the night, it was pitch black, and I do have a very vivid memory of my guide losing his shoe inside of the glacier. However, folks, if you are interested, take one of those tours. I highly recommend them. They are about glacial ice. We are driving on what is referred to as the ice core moraine, a loose pile of rock and dirt with an icy interior. I'll point out some examples here. Take a look to your right at your 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the ditch just off the right of the road. You'll see a big mound of ice, rock, and dirt. That is what we're driving on, although it is exposed to the elements. And on your left, this unsuspecting mound of rock and rubble. Try and see if you can spot the very thick, very dense glacial ice shimmering from just underneath it. Oh, it's getting bumpier today, folks. Now, while the ice on your left and right is exposed, what that means is the ice in a glacier has a lot less surface area to absorb all of the visible wavelengths of light. There's refraction, so blue does not tire. So we do this to keep the glacier looking nice. Stations of our tires through this naturally accumulating melt pool, and our tires are going to be squeaky clean to head out there on the glacier. Off we go.
અહીંયા પાણીમાં ટાયર ક્લીન કરવાનું પાણી છે અહીંયા.
And just like that, everyone, welcome to the Athabaska Glacier. This right here is the second largest of the 6 outlet glaciers here at the Columbia Ice Field. And if you're curious, from largest to smallest, they are as follows: the Saskatchewan, Athabaska, Columbia, Castleguard, Stupfield, and Dome glaciers. Saskatchewan is the largest, Dome is the smallest. And actually, Saskatchewan sits over this mountain to your left, and Dome sits over this ridge to your right. Head back to the Discovery Center, look out this side of the highway, and you'll probably see Dome Glacier hanging down the mountain. If you'd like to visit the Saskatchewan Glacier, if you drive it down to Banff, pass by the giant bend in the road, the thing that looks like a big old loop that goes down the mountain. You can park your car halfway down.
અમે હવે આ ગ્લેશિયર પર આવી ગયા છીએ. અમે ઊભા છીએ જે ગ્લેશિયર પર એ 200 વર્ષ જૂનો છે અને આ આગળ છે જે ઊંચો જાય છે ત્યાંથી એ 2,500 વર્ષ ઉપરનો છે જેમ ઉપર જઈએ એમ વઘાર થતો જાય છે. અમે છે ને હાથ પકડ અમે બરફના ઉપર ચાલી રહ્યા છીએ. હા જુઓ બરફ બતાવું તમને. મને તો દેખાતું નથી, કંઈ જ દેખાતું નથી. એટલું બધું ગ્લેર આવે છે. લેટ્સ હોપ કે આમાં દેખાય કંઈ. પણ અમે બરફ ઉપર ચાલી રહ્યા છે અને આપણે ઘોડાના બરફ ઉપર કેવા પગથી ચાલતા અને કુચુડ કુચુડ બોલે જો ઘોડો.
ક્રિસ્ટલ છે બરફ,
એવા ક્રિસ્ટલ્સ છે બરફના, એના ઉપર ચાલીએ છીએ. અને જુઓ હવે આમ ઉપર જુઓ છો તો ચાલી ચાલીને ક્યાં સુધી જવાનું છે. હા હા હા, આ જો નિપુણભાઈ આવ્યા, નિપુણભાઈ આવ્યા, મીના ભાભી આવ્યા. વિડીયો ચાલુ જ છે મારો. અરે આ જઈએ છે, ઉતાવળ નથી આપણે. તમે હા હા હા, વાદળા તો જો માયા વાદળા. સન દેખાય જો, બ્યુટીફુલ સન દેખાય. હા 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 હા, આ આથાબાસ્કા ગ્લેશિયરમાં આવ્યા છીએ અમે. ત્યાંથી શરૂ થાય છે આ. છોડ દે હવે, મને દેખાય છે અહીંથી ગ્લેશિયર શરૂ થાય છે અને અહીંયા આવે છે નીચે ધીરે ધીરે કરતો. ઠેઠ નીચે આવે છે અહીંયા. તો ત્યાં આગળ એને વોટરફોલ જેવું છે. હું ત્યાં જઈને પાડીને આવું છું. ઓકે, ધીસ ઇઝ ધી બાઉન્ડ્રી beyond which we are not allowed to go. But if you see, there is a water flowing. And that water is blue, icy blue, and you can drink it directly if you want.
No, you can't drink.
You can drink it.
Huh?
You can drink it. A lot of people do that. You want to stand here, Maya, in front, so I can take your picture. But don't go too far because it will melt. Okay. There it is. Brave, Maya, brave. It is very cold. Absolutely cold. Tell gloves પહેરા કે નહીં? Gloves ના પહેરા? હા. લાઈનમાં ઊભી રાખે છે બધી જોઈ.
બરફનો ગોળો પકડ્યો.
બરફનો ગોળો ફેંકો અત્યારે.
કોની પર
હવે મારા પર નહીં ફેંકવાનો. હવે મારા પર નહીં, આમ ઉડે એવો ફેંકવાનો. બીજો તારા બી લઈને મોટો કરો. પડો નહીં એટલું જોજો. ફેંકો. હા, આમ આવતી મારો હાથ પકડી. પાછી જાય છે. હા, ચાલો બહુ થયું.